Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. I'm Meg. I eat with a few food restrictions. I am gluten intolerant, lactose intolerant, and I eat on a low FODMAP, a phase 3 low FODMAP diet, meaning that I know what the things are, the FODMAPs that bother me. The plan for food today, I am in kind of a cozy mood again. It's as cold as it has been all winter, and I just kind of want more comfort foods. So, also, I've been experimenting with tomatoes, or tomato paste in particular, and bell peppers with good results. I'm very excited. So, I'm thinking for dinner, maybe doing chili. That sounds delicious. Maybe with some cornbread, or I could do it on a potato. Ooh, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Um, Breakfast, I have cranberries that I need to use. So I'm thinking maybe some cranberry baked oatmeal sounds really good. That's kind of the plan. I stayed up way too late last night playing games, like game night with my friends. It's 6:30 right now. I've already been up for like an hour. I'm tired. Oh, I'm having a good stomach day, so I am having some coffee, just plain black coffee. I'm just chilling right now, watching a little bit of TV. After this, I should probably get breakfast started soon so that I eat within a reasonable amount of time. Maybe I'll just finish up my cup of coffee and take care of that. I think I have acquired all of the ingredients that I need for this recipe. My normal recipe that I've used for years, I haven't made it in forever. It requires applesauce. So I did a little research, found a different recipe I think will work. Just gonna replace the blueberries it calls for with cranberries. I also pulled out, oh my gosh, this is the last of our ground beef. I can't believe that we went through all of that. But pulled that out to get thawing to make the chili for tonight. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get all of these things put together, throw it in the casserole dish and in the oven because your girl is starting to get a little hungry. All right, I have assembled the stages of the ingredients. I've actually never seen a baked oatmeal like assembled like this before. But I guess first I need to put the fruit in the bottom of the pan. So I'm gonna do that real fast. So we'll spread these out, make sure they're covering the bottom really good. And then next it says to dump the dry ingredients in. Oh, by the way, it asks for pecans, and I know I have a load of pecans, but cracking them sound like too much work. So I went with walnuts instead, and I reserved a few of them to sprinkle over the top because, I don't know, that's the way I do it. It's the way I've always liked to have, like it displays that there's walnuts in it, thus making it pretty, right? All right, so we dump that in, just flatten it out. Like I said, never assembled a baked oatmeal this way before. Before I put the wet ingredients in, I cut back on the milk to 1.5 cups because a lot of the people said it was like really soupy and took a while to set up. And I also put in less oil and less maple syrup. I only put in 1/4 cup of maple syrup and 1 tablespoon of the butter. And like the butter's already hardened in this because the milk's so cold. But then it says just to dump this on top. And then it says to like give it a shake to try to get everything distributed. It's like really heavy in oats over here. Maybe I can get some of them to sink these cranberries because they're doing what cranberries do and floating. And these cranberries are still frozen, if you're wondering. I just pulled them out of the out of the freezer, and I'm making this recipe. It says in the recipe you can use frozen blueberries, so I'm assuming frozen cranberries were just gonna be fine. It also says you can top it with like a sprinkling of sugar to give it a nice crispy top. Honestly, trying to cut back on sugar for all the reasons, because I need to lean out, because it's not good for me on low FODMAP. So I'll probably just leave it how it is and get it in the oven. Now that I've made like a proper mess of my kitchen, I put the baked oatmeal in for 45 minutes. All of the commenters said that if you used frozen fruit, to put it in for the longest, which was 45 minutes. So hopefully it'll turn out good. Probably let it set for 15 or so minutes after I pull it out, so that it has time to set up a little bit. I guess in the meantime, I need to get the kitchen cleaned up a little bit, and I guess get ready. Enjoy the last little bit of coffee that I have left, and maybe play with this little guy. He's been causing so much trouble. We put up the Christmas tree 2 or 3 days ago, and terror. He has been chewing on the tree. Like, we haven't even put ornaments. I have like a little stocking that I need to hang up, but we haven't even put ornaments on the tree yet, because I'm afraid he's just gonna knock them down. So yeah, he's just been causing absolute and total chaos with the Christmas tree. So yeah, maybe you need to get some attention, get some of that energy out, so he can get a good nap in. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys when breakfast is ready. All right, it's all finished up, guys. It looks really good. Looks like I didn't quite get the egg all mixed in. There's like a little white spot on top. It'll be fine. It'll still taste good. It looks delicious. It looks beautiful. Like, look at that. That looks gorgeous. I am really excited for breakfast. I just need to wait for it to cool off and set up a bit. It looks like it's set up pretty well, like firm, like it feels pretty firm, like it's set up good. Oh, I got dressed, by the way. My hair, oh, I didn't even want to. It's in a frizzy braid. It was fighting me today. Oh my gosh. But yeah, a few minutes, we're gonna be nomming breakfast. Really excited to try this new recipe out. It was really easy and simple to make it like a low FODMAP conforming, which was nice, because it already asked for like a lot of ingredients that were pretty low FODMAP. I just cut back on the sugar and the oil a bit. So yeah, I'm excited. I usually am. That's one thing I've noticed. I'm excited about a lot of things. I need to learn new words. I should Google up synonym to excited, so I can expand my vocabulary a little bit. So a few minutes, I should be able to eat some breakfast. I'll show you guys what my bowl looks like when the time comes. Got myself some breakfast all served up. I cut it into 6 sections and served myself up one of those sections. I'm gonna have a couple of these really tiny little mandarins on the side, and that is going to be my breakfast. I might make some peppermint tea here in a little bit too. That sounds really, really good. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my breakfast numbed up. I'm pretty excited. It smells so good. It smells like spicy, like fall. So I'm gonna try it really fast. That's like perfect. I imagine that it would also be great with blueberries. But oh my gosh, like, if you love how tart cranberries are, because I cut out a little bit of the sugar, it really emphasizes how tart they are. This right here, this is like a 9.5 out of 10. I love this. If you love cranberries, make this recipe with cranberries. Do it. You need it in your life, like now. And I'm gonna go finish this, read a little bit more of my book, and I need to check email. I don't have a whole bunch of work, fortunately. I got ahead on work over the weekend, so I'm mostly good on that. I just need to check emails and like that kind of maintenance stuff. So this is actually the book I have been reading lately, and I have been enjoying it. It's slightly trite, to be honest. But if you're like a D&D nerd like I am, this book it reads like the aftermath of a D&D campaign. I really, really like it. So if that's something you're interested in, I recommend this book. Okay, time for our vet recommended dental chews. Are you guys excited? What do you guys think? Yeah? Yeah, smell good. Let's get you one out. Okay, sit. Good girl. There you go. Good boy. We got his free-dried chicken treats that he loves so much. So sit. Baby, sit. You gotta sit. Good boy. Shake. Come on. Shake. Good boy. High five. Yeah. Give me a fist bump. Can you give me a pause? Good boy. There you go. There's your treat. All right. So I have to admit, time got away from me just a little bit. I checked emails and everything, and then I got totally distracted talking with some friends at work, and then doing like research on recipes and stuff, just trying to see if there's like anything interesting that sounds good. And it's already lunchtime now, so it's like, crap, I'm hungry. I need to get to eating something, and I looked desperate to try to find something quick, easy, that didn't require a lot of like prep and work and everything, because I do still need to get the chili made for tonight. It's an easy recipe too, but I don't know, just keeping it easy. That's really what I want to do, because I'm having such a good time talking with my friends and enjoying, like, it's kind of like a part day off since I have my projects done. I got laundry going. You probably can hear that banging and clanging in the background, but this is what I planned for lunch. So I still have like several potatoes left from that big potato buy that I had like a while ago, but I am getting close to the bottom of them. So I'm thinking baked potatoes. I'm gonna do, I guess, what I like to call a double stuffed. I'm gonna take 2 potatoes. I'm gonna take the guts out of one of them, stick it in the other so it looks like a really big, like really fluffy baked potato. It just looks good. And like I said, you got to make your food pretty. So that's the plan there. I've already shredded up some of this cheddar cheese that I have here. This is the last of it. I've had this one for a while too. It's really, really good. I think it'll taste great on a potato. Got some green onions here too. And right now I also have some bacon cooking up to top it off with too. So it's going to be potato topped with a little bit of vegan butter, a little bit of cheese, some green onions, bacon. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be delicious. I already know it. So you guys can see, I just, I took the one potato and I'm like mashing up the guts with a little bit of salt and pepper in it. And then I'll open up the second one and I'll kind of mash it around a little bit and do the same, just trying to preserve the shape a little bit better. And then I'll top it with my toppings. And it'll be like this delicious looking baked potato. Just you wait and see. All right, as promised, there it is, my baked potato lunch, my double stuffed, extra top, delicious baked potato lunch. Probably gonna do a side of raspberries with it, and I already have some lemon water made up for the my drink. So, yep, I'm gonna nom this. Like, this is one of my go-to lunches, guys. I can't recommend, like, just how good a plain old topped baked potato can be. Okay, time to get dinner started since I'm going to be slow cooking it in the Instant Pot. I've got just about 1.25 pounds of ground beef that I thawed out. Tomato paste. If you can't have garlic, use the garlic infused oil or garlic replacer. Over here I've got salt, some dried oregano from the bulk section because that's how I roll, some homemade chili powder, some paprika, and some minced onion. If you can't do onion and you have onion replacer, you can put that in. If you don't, just omit it. It's not that important. But I'm going to stick some oil in here. Like I said, if you can't have garlic, put some garlic infused oil in instead. Get the beef started browning. Well, actually, I'll throw the onion in first, and then I'll start to get the beef browning off, and then I'll just show you guys. This is an all beef chili, by the way, guys. You can bulk it up by adding beans. You could add, excuse me, you could bulk it up by adding things like beans or corn. But we just kind of prefer to keep it all beef. It's just the way that Mike prefers it. But I set this, obviously I turned it on to saute mode. I'll give it a couple of minutes to warm up. I'll get the onions translucent, and then I'll throw the ground beef in. And naturally, guys, the recipe for this is going to be down in the description box. I kind of just made this recipe up one day when I really wanted chili, because I started like reintegrating tomato paste, and I wanted to try a recipe, and this is kind of what I came up with. Oh, I forgot to pull out bell peppers. I put bell peppers in it too. So yeah, that's another thing. But yeah, recipe down in the description box. It's not spicy at all. I kept it really, really super mild. So you can add to it if you want to. Obviously, just be careful adding too much, because, you know, chili powder does quickly add up on FODMAPs. Before the onions start getting too brown, I'm gonna go ahead and put the ground beef in there, and I'm gonna smush this towards the bottom of the pan to fill up the whole bottom. I'll show you guys. See, I flatten it out to fill up the whole bottom. That way I'm getting as much surface area browning all at once. Don't like start chopping it up at this point, because it'll release a lot of moisture that way, and you won't get as good of a brown on it. It's starting to get a little color on it now, so I'm gonna go ahead and like flip it and start chopping it up really fast, because I'm not gonna let the second side brown all the way. You can, if you prefer like bigger chunks of meat in your chili, but for the texture I like it to be smaller, a little bit more like universal, like through the whole chili. You'll see what I mean when I get to the end of the chili, but I'm gonna quickly flip this over and add the remaining ingredients. But there is the product ready to go into slow cook. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and finish chopping up the beef a little bit more, throw the lid on, and I'm going to set it to slow cook for about 3 to 4 hours, just depending on, I guess, when we eat. I'll put it for 4 hours, but if we eat before that, you know, obviously it's not a problem, as long as we let it cook for at least 3 to get a nice flavor and let the meat finish cooking. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot to put the bell peppers in. Good thing I remembered. And there we go, all is right now. And the chili is done. Looks delicious. We've got some green onions, some pickled jalapenos, some cheese to top it off with. Oh, and tortilla chips, because that's the best thing to top it off with. When you can't have normal crackers, tortilla chips. And there is the final plate for me. Of course, I set it up to look pretty, because food has to look pretty. I got a side of tortilla chips on the side to eat it with. Here's Mike's. This is a little bit more chaotic, but probably going to be far more filling for him. So this is the excitement, the chili. I love being able to have chili again. I missed it so much. So I'm sitting here and I'm wishing, oh my gosh, what I used to have with chili. Chili with saltine crackers or oyster crackers. But I would just like scoop up the chili with saltine crackers and then have like a side of a cinnamon roll. Delicious. Not healthy in the slightest. Probably good I can't have it. But man, that's just nostalgia, because that's how we used to have it when I was a kid. Just got back from taking the dogs for a little nighttime stroll. They enjoyed themselves. And I'm probably just gonna have some water and relax for a little bit, watch some YouTube, and head to bed. You can probably hear it. The last load of laundry is finishing up now. So remember, everybody, do your due diligence. Always check the labels on packages, because what I eat may not look like what you eat. Thank you, everybody, for coming along, and I will see you on the next What I Eat in a Day. Bye, guys.